The two of them desperately twisted the rusted valve on the seafloor, but even after their remaining oxygen was completely used up, the valve still wouldn't budge. Then, summoning every ounce of strength they had, the valve finally began to loosen. But before they could celebrate for even 2 seconds, the sight in front of them left them stunned. A 100-meter-long electric eel was rushing straight toward them at lightning speed. The two instantly panicked and barely dodged the eel's electric charge. They hurriedly sped up, opening the door, but the creature followed up with a powerful tail whip and then lunged again. At the critical moment, they spun the valve like crazy, and with one final push, the heavy steel door finally came open. The boy immediately squeezed inside. With the electric eel right on his heels, the man also dove into the cabin, narrowly escaping disaster. Using a glowing small probe, they located the pressure release valve and then pressed the activation button. With a soft hiss, the water level slowly dropped, and the two of them could finally breathe deeply again. Once inside the ship, they found that it hadn't suffered much damage. Holding on to a bit of hope, they searched around the control room and were lucky enough to find a one-button startup switch. However, the engine ran for less than 3 seconds before falling silent again without warning. The boy felt disappointed, but the man believed it wasn't a serious problem. After a careful inspection, they discovered the issue was a depleted power battery, but fully recharging it would require tens of millions of volts. Just then, a glow outside the window caught their attention. Next, the boy used his flashlight to lure the electric eel over, while the man stood ready with a harpoon in hand. An electric eel opened its mouth and charged in at full speed. Fully prepared, the man seized the moment and hurled the harpoon, striking the eel squarely. In a burst of sparks, all the ship's indicator lights lit up, and the cabin was instantly flooded with light. It looked like the ship had been successfully recharged. Meanwhile, the 3 people on the surface were still clinging desperately to rocks as the entire island was about to sink. Just as they fell into the water, the ship in the distance rushed over with blue lights flashing, opened its massive mouth, and swallowed the 3 of them whole. However, the danger wasn't over yet, as they continued weaving through a rain of falling debris. At this point, the man had Trevor pilot the ship since he had experience flying helicopters, while he himself lifted a torpedo and loaded it. At the critical moment, he fired with perfect accuracy, destroying a massive rock and averting yet another crisis. At last, everyone escaped with their lives.